deal with the hip lift. So I need to get his weight up there. That way, and then my hip's free to start doing something. So he's holding me down, side control. And all I'm going to do, again, survival position. I'm trying to unflatten myself as best I can. Elbows to my ribs. I'm oriented towards the threat. I bring my feet as close as I can to my butt cheeks, and I drive straight up. That's all I'm trying to do. Balls of my feet, shoulder blades. That's the only thing touching. So now if I drop under him, now I've got this much space that I can start doing things. Now it's a slight exaggeration. Sometimes it might take 2, 3, 4 of those. It's rare that it's going to happen in one. You can. But the idea is eventually that's what I'm looking for. Just enough space between our torsos, between our hips, that I could do something. So what happens is, especially under stress, especially somebody who's just learning it, they go, okay, do a hip lift, and this is what they do. Is that a hip lift? Well, yes, to an extent. But like I said, the whole point is I want to extend as much as I possibly can. I want that arc going as big as I possibly can. If I just do it like that goldfish flopping around out, gulping for air, notice, is there really any separation between our torsos? Not really. I'm not doing anything. But if I go here, now there is. Because I actually did a hip lift correctly. I went all the way, as much of an extent as I can. That's why the mentality needs to be touch your belly button to the ceiling. If I can do that, I know I've got the best hip lift ever in the history of mankind. That's what I'm going for, not this hip off the mat, hip off the ground. Well, is this a hip lift? Well, that's, theoretically. This is what I'm looking for. Two completely different things. I need to arch the hip. And again, does it require some energy? Sure. It requires a little bit extra work. Sure. I've got to build that ability, especially if my hips are tight, my lower back, my hip flexors are tight. It's not going to be that easy. But if I start working it over and over again, and now it's like, okay, this is natural now. It's no big deal. So when the guy's on top of me, doesn't matter. I'm doing the same thing. And again, I'm not trying to throw him because now I'm trying to actively do something that goes down the wrong path. I'm just trying to, again, drive my hips up as high as I possibly can and then drop below him and use that space.